a real hustler, name me a hustler harder than me. I'm a real hustler, name me a hustler harder than me. I'm a real hustler, name me a hustler harder than me. I'm a real hustler, name me a hustler harder than me. I get the money, I get the cash, I get the dough, level it up. I get the money, I get the cash, I get the dough, level it up. I get the money, I get the cash, I get the dough, level it up. I get the money, I get the cash, I get the dough, level it up.
We are back with another episode of the Grapevine Podcast. I'm your boy Reese with a $sign on my left. I got
Justin, aka J Hart, aka J Talk to him.
Go talk to your mans.
on my right. I got
Alina. What's good, y'all?
and we're gonna jump right into it this week. I'm gonna go into the would you rather. So Alina, we're gonna start with you. Would you rather
Okay.
be invisible, or would you rather have the ability to read minds? Talk to me.
I'm going with being invisible. I don't want to read people's minds. It's just too much energy. That's draining to have to listen to everybody's thoughts all day, every day. That's too much. I couldn't do it.
I could agree with that.
I feel like that would kill me, honestly.
I can see that.
Yeah. So I'd rather just be invisible, pop up when I want to,
Right.
and keep it pushing.
Okay, J Hart, what you got?
Yeah, honestly, I would agree with Alina. I would definitely be invisible because I've been watching this show. I watched a show in the past called The 100 on Netflix, and this guy had the ability to read people's minds, and he would walk into the room and his mind become crowded with other people's thoughts. So imagine walking into a room where you're not wanted and like your mind is overwhelmed with negative thoughts. That would kill you.
That's an anxiety attack waiting to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That might make your heart stop. So
It will.
Not only would you know what they're thinking about you, but you would know what they're thinking in general.
Exactly.
So if they're depressed, if they're sad, whatever the case may be, you pretty much take on
Yeah, you're carrying all
those
that
feelings.
weight. It would probably better if you could like go and talk to them about it, but you can't let them know that you know what they're thinking. They're going to think you're crazy. They're going to be like, you're like, excuse me?
It's like you can't do anything in reaction to that thought, which makes you
Right.
so powerless because if they say something super negative or disrespectful in their head and you go and haul off and swing on them, like they're going to think something's wrong with you and you're going to jail.
I don't know, man. I think if I had the ability to read minds and it's something negative and I could help that person, I might tell them like, look, I know what you're thinking right now. You probably shouldn't go do that. Or you probably should try this.
Yeah, you could probably find a way to tell them without telling them that you know what they're thinking exactly.
They're going to know anyway once you tell them though. So
You could
it's
just, like,
kind of
go-
like, they're going to look at you crazy at first. Like, yo, how did you know that? And they're like, look, bro, I can read minds. I'm here to help you. Like you got a friend. Just
Yeah.
because
You got to play a player.
just think about it. What if it's somebody that, wants to commit suicide or something? And just that little conversation, you can be
Right.
like,
Or you can just go give them a hug, be like, I'm here for you whenever you need it. You look sad.
I don't know if
or
a
something.
hug. You
You don't
never
think so?
know. A hug might
Hugs?
be enough.
Hugs do a lot, though.
Hey, what if they
Yeah.
pull a Chris Rock and have your wife's name in their mouth, in their head? You won't swing on them.
Nah. Because listen, I wouldn't swing on them. Like if they have my wife's name in their head, it depends on what they're thinking about.
Yeah, I would say just you saying that is just like got me all
It sounds crazy, but it could be.
Yeah.
I mean, if
I'm about to take
But
this
he could've
man's
did-
wife.
you mean like in like a sexual way?
No, like a Chris Rock way, just being disrespectful. Well, even sexual way, we rumbling. I don't care. I'm gonna just be crazy now.
But you can't control someone's thoughts. So even if it is in a sexual way, right? And if you have an attractive significant other, right? That's normal. When you think about it, that's normal. Because I'm pretty sure if if you went out with your girl somewhere, there's some guy that looked at your girl and was like, "Oh, shorty, she can get it."
Yeah, everybody's always looking at
Yeah,
you.
you can catch a hollow.
So what? Like that is what it is.
That's
I don't know,
overwhelming.
but
That
when
just goes to show you humans are not meant to read
Well,
minds.
no, I guess it depends. Because if I'm out with my man and if they're looking at my man, like I'm like, that's mine. Like y'all can't touch it.
You gonna be
Shit.
ready to fight?
No.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be like, ha ha.
I said you better hope. I was say you better hope your man can't read minds too. Oh.
Yeah,
And you gonna
Yeah,
be
let's
looking
hope
at him
not.
like,
yeah. Like, you good?
Oh, so you saying if a man could read minds, if they both could read minds, he gonna be seeing what Shorty thinking
Yeah, I'm
about?
like,
yeah,
ooh,
that
I
would
got
be
the
mad.
juice
Yeah.
one. You feel me?
I can see that. That's pretty
What
funny.
if
Yeah,
it's
that
like
would
you
be
and your
funny.
significant other can read minds, and she
Yeah.
reading your mind as you reading her mind? and
Yeah,
you're like,
that's too much. That's
I
too
got the
much.
juice, baby. You heard?
That's a lot of going on. That's a whole lot going on.
Oh Lord.
So this week, I don't know if you guys seen it, the Buffalo shooting in New York. Y'all seen that? The
Yeah,
mass
Yeah,
shooting.
that's
18-year-old weird
crazy.
cuss.
How many
Yeah.
people? Like 21 people?
Yep.
There's always some type
Wow.
of mass shooting on the news.
I know. That's why we don't need to have guns out here. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say
But that's a
social
whole
media
other topic.
really set the precedent for that. But I would say, like,
Yeah.
you look at the Los Angeles bank robbery, and they got their influence from this movie called Heat. I think it was in 1997.
Yeah, it
but
had,
now it's everywhere on social media.
Robert De Niro's in that movie, I think, right?
Yep.
What
that
is it
movie's
called?
fire.
The Heat?
Heat.
I've never seen
like
that.
a-
I don't think
It's like
so.
damn near like a 3-hour movie. That movie is so far.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
so
haven't
this
seen
eight-
that.
This 18-year-old white kid, he drove 3.5 hours from his hometown
Mm-hmm.
to Buffalo, New York, to a low-income black area, majority black people,
hmm
and pretty much just opened fire in a supermarket.
Damn, what did they do to him?
He had on like tactical gear. He had a semi-automatic weapon, and
Wow.
I don't know if y'all seen it, but the crazy part was he live streamed it on Twitch.
Well, I didn't know that part.
Yeah,
wait.
He live streamed the shooting, right?
Wow, but he's not the first person to do that. A lot of people have done that, or like even like them trying to shoot themselves, they go on live, which I don't know what that's about.
I've
Yeah.
seen some dude in Baltimore that go on Facebook Live and pretty much admit that he just killed his ex-girlfriend. He's like, okay, now I'm in front of my ex-wife's house. I'm about to kill her too.
Yes.
And then the end of the movie is like, oh, there you are. And
But does it-
he said he was gonna kill himself too, so he killed
I
himself
was gonna
too.
say, didn't he shoot himself at the
Mhm.
end?
Yeah, he's like,
It was like
he's
all on live. It's
yeah, he's
crazy.
like, my ex-wife. He's like, I did something crazy, y'all. I killed my my ex-girlfriend, and now my ex-wife is next, and then I'm about to do myself.
This was real life.
Yeah, this was like on Facebook Live.
I saw
Yeah.
that video.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Mhm.
You didn't see the actual
But-
killing, but
But
yeah.
just imagine being on that live, like, ooh, just gives me goosebumps. I couldn't
Yeah.
imagine.
So the kid, he was on
Mm-hmm.
Twitch live streaming it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's being considered a hate crime.
Mhm.
So on the video of live on the live stream,
Mhm.
he aimed the weapon at a white person, and when he saw the white person, he kind of like raised it up and was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
What?
Yeah, and then he went on to kill more black people. That's crazy.
that's an easy solution though. Like we
What?
need to bring back public executions. Like we should have like a little
I agree.
platform in the town square for someone like him. Because the thing is, like, it's always like public execution has always been like a spectacle for like white people in general, but not even just that. In the medieval times, it's for everyone. You like bring your children to the town square, and you pretty much see a person get made an example of. It's like
This
this
is
guy
crazy.
went into a mall in Buffalo, killed 21 or injured 21 black people, and this is what happens to him. And you bring your kid to the town square, and you can see him get guillotined, hung, shot, whatever.
Stoned.
Seriously though, and it's just like, wow, this is what happens if I do something heinous like that.
I don't know if that would solve anything.
I think
and
Really?
I think so
No,
because
I
I
think,
think so because in other countries they still do their punishments like that.
Right.
You get stoned in front of people, and they're dead. You don't hear about people just going into supermarkets and
there's a
malls
reason
shooting
why
up
people
people.
are made example of.
Yeah, I get that,
Fear.
but for one, in other countries they don't have weapons like we have.
Which is-
they
which
don't
is
have
crazy.
the right to have weapons,
And we shouldn't either.
and for two, what you're saying, like I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying,
Mhm.
but I don't think it would work because not all, but some people, especially I say the ages of let's just say 18 to 25, they
Mhm.
have no regards for life. They don't care.
Yeah.
Like they on demon time.
I just don't
So
get
if
it.
you kill them in front of everybody, they're like, oh, okay, and you know what I mean, we're being so.
But you see a young child, and it's like, oh. I
Yeah,
remember when
but
I was a kid, and the thing is, like, even in like the 1900s, they would, for instance, like this is a bad example, like lynching black people, they'll take a souvenir. Like they burned you at the stake, they're gonna take a souvenir, which
That's
is one
ridiculous.
of your body parts. So it's just like I remember as a kid, this kid did some heinous crime,
Mhm.
and I took home his ear. So maybe I don't want to be up there on the stake and on the town square.
I don't know. Like we're being so desensitized these days because we see it so much. It's kind of like whatever. Yeah, I mean, like
it still makes me sick.
Yeah, it's just like, no, but
It
seriously,
breaks my
something has.
heart. I just don't understand what's in that person's heart to make you want to go and do that. It just really bothers my mind. I don't get it.
Something has to give, and I think we're at the point almost you got to fight fire with fire, and you got to almost fight hate with fear. So it's just like, yo, like you want to do something that heinous at 18 years old, we gonna make an example out of you. And the thing is, you don't have to do it to everyone, because once you make an example out of that person, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go in the mall and kill 21 people or shoot 21 people.
Yeah, but I
don't get it.
I don't think, like, for one, it's hate in their heart,
right?
And for two, I don't think that's going to stop anything. Look at the kid that went into the church in South Carolina.
I get what you're saying. I think what you're trying to say is like they want to care.
They bought him a Big Mac.
They're angry.
But that's my point.
The person who ever went and did that, shot up so many people, they are so angry. So like they really want to care if they die or live. I feel like they already know going into this that their life could end.
Exactly. So it's just like, so them being put on center stage for punishment, I don't think they're going to care.
They might actually think that as gratitude. They might be like,
I have an idea. I have an idea. We could really like string them up. Obviously not like hang them. We could string them up, and then the public will dish out their justice. So it's just like the victims' families. Okay, we got the victims' families here, and you can get beat to death with this baseball bats. They've all got baseball bats, and you're getting beat to death by. That's justice. Honestly, I think that's justice, but that's just me.
It's pretty brutal.
It is, but the thing is,
it is brutal.
Going to the mall and shooting up people, 21 people is brutal.
Yeah, that's brutal too. But
an eye for an eye.
Yeah, the Bible does say that, don't it?
It does. In the Old Testament, this is like, so it's like, true, here's the victims' families. Okay, it's like you thought because the color of the thing you had the right to kill them, so now the victim's family is going to beat you to death with, blunt force trauma.
I see where you're going with that. I don't ever see that happening.
It'll never happen.
But I definitely see where you're going with that. I can see how you can reason that.
Yeah.
So, what else happened out here in these streets?
Well, an inmate from Lauderdale County in Alabama escaped, and one of the correctional officers helped him escape. And we had a manhunt for him for like 11 days.
I seen that story.
That's crazy.
That's not surprising because in LA, they'd be letting you out for the freezy.
That's crazy.
Just open the door and just let you out.
Yeah, the guy's name is Casey White, which they finally captured him. And then the girl that helped him escape was Vicky White. And she actually ended up dying. They did a car chase with them in it. And they made him go into a ditch. And she shot herself. It was a self-inflicted gun wound.
So that was
in the head.
You said that was in L.A.?
No, it wasn't in L.A. Where was it?
It was in Florida?
No. He escaped from Alabama, but they found him in Indiana.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. And
I was just saying in L.A. they'd be letting people out for the freezy. They'd be letting people out. Like the jail's overcrowded, they'll let you out.
So
it's just crazy to me.
I guess that depends on the type of offense you had, though.
Yeah, it's based on legislation in California against like nonviolent crimes. But the thing is, there's been many cases where they let out the wrong person.
But that guy was a murderer.
Yeah, he was a murderer. He had a sentence up to 75 years already in prison.
They've let out murderers by accident.
Oh yeah, of course.
What?
For whatever
they tripping.
For whatever admin errors, but I can see why he escaped.
Okay, so when they get
if you got 75, if I got 75 years, I'm gonna try to get out too
or die trying.
That's a fact.
And old girl apparently sold her house and everything. Like she set up the escape, like from the dot. Like sold her house, sold it for like a fraction of what her house was really for. I think she got like $95,000 for it, and her house was like over $200,000.
Not only that, she was about to retire.
Yes, that day that they escaped was going to be her last day working. Yeah, wow. It's crazy. Yeah. I don't get it.
I don't know what he did to her, but
brainwashed her. Right. I don't know.
That's crazy.
But I don't even know, like, as a woman, though, it's kind of like, I got no respect for you. Why would you want that to be your man? Like, he killed a lady. That's what he's in jail for. Like, what? I don't get it.
Love makes you do crazy, crazy things.
Yeah, it does. But obviously, it was some type of relationship built strong enough for her to feel that way.
This is so crazy. That's just manipulation to the T. Exactly. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They brainwashed that girl. Yeah. Or he did.
But seriously, there has to be a moment in time where you separate the emotions from the logic. It's like,
and I mean, she was like an assistant, a director for the correction office.
Oh, so she
really? She was like second in line. And she'd been in this jail for like over 2 decades. So I don't understand why this man made her do what she did. I don't know if he threatened her. I don't know. We'll never know.
That's
You know what I mean?
It's really hard to separate emotions from logic, though.
Yeah,
It is. It is.
I did a poll one time on Instagram, and on the poll, I was like, "What's stronger, the heart or the mind?" And most most people said the mind.
Wait,
well, it depends on what you let me.
They said that the mind is stronger than the heart.
Yeah.
It depends. No, I think that it's the heart because people always go off of what they feel, not what they think.
Yeah,
That's not good.
But that's
No, it's not good. But I think that's just human nature in a way.
they selected that on a poll, but in real life,
they
I guarantee
bullshit.
their actions was
Exactly.
more heart over brain.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So it happens.
I'm gonna be real because I feel so. I'll probably go. I would say your heart. I always go with my heart. I mean, some things, yes, I go with my mind, obviously, but if it has to do with somebody, it's my
I
heart.
don't feel nothing.
You lying?
You got a heart-
You
you
got
got
a
a-
whole girl. You feel?
my last name is Hart.
got
I don't feel nothing.
You got a heart of steel, huh?
Mm,
Yeah. all right.
it sounds
Hard
good.
and Stone John.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
sounds good. Okay, Captain.
What else is happening out here in these streets?
The Young Thug.
Yeah,
Well,
I heard about
Pretty much
that.
all 26 members of YSL, aka Young Stoner Life, aka Young Slime Life, they all went to jail, grouped together on the RICO case. The GBI, FBI, they've been working on that case for a long time.
I think it was like 4 years that they were
they
watching
have
Young
phone,
Thug.
They have phone
and his
taps
whole
of Young
operation.
Thug. Yeah, exactly. They have
Mhm.
phone taps of Young Thug saying, like, you didn't beat him up or kill him. Like, you niggas
Yeah.
to get him soft. Like, he really is,
Yeah.
like, they really had him, like, or framed him
I'm sorry.
like a mob boss.
They had that man by his fucking balls. I'm sorry. That's
Literally, they
gonna be a
raided his
bleeper,
house about
They
drugs. They had
Yeah.
sawed off shotguns, like illegally modified weapons, Glocks with switches.
did. Mhm.
Yeah, they got
It
him
was
on the whole
crazy.
9,
Yeah.
and effectively ruined my playlist. Like
Yeah, I was just about to say,
Young Thug,
ain't them your favorite
Yeah.
rappers?
Young Thug, Gunna,
Yeah, they
Lil
got him.
Duke,
They done.
Yak Gotti,
Mm.
Own Funk. Yep,
And they
all
got
of them. Like my playlist is messed up
Yeah.
now.
And they got him on RICO charges. So, and that's like the highest like drug offense that you could get. And I think the RICO charge goes all the way back to the mafia, right?
Yeah, that's how it started.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all. But the thing is, the only person that got off of RICO charges lightly was Bitch Nine himself.
He didn't get off.
Tekashi.
He didn't get off from
2
RICO
years
charges.
or 3 at most. It was like 2 years
He got a real-
behind bars.
Yeah, he had a minimum sentence, but he didn't. No
But
one,
usually a minimum sentence is 5 years,
Listen.
though. He ratted.
no one gets off from RICO, bro.
Yeah,
That's
nobody.
what
Once
I'm
you
worried
get-
about.
Listen,
That's what
once
I'm
you
worried about.
once you get a RICO charge, the feds, that's federal. That means they got you.
They
already.
got you.
That
They
means
got
they've been
everything.
watching you for
Yeah.
a long time.
In which they have.
So not only that, also with Young Thug, you know, when Lil Wayne's bus got shot up like 7 years ago,
That was Young Thug?
that's linked to YSL. So
Damn.
it's so when they hit you with the
When he
RICO,
released the Barter 5,
huh?
that was around the time when he released the Barter 5. It was
Yeah,
like
when they get you with the RICO, it's more than drugs. It's drugs, murder, robbery, like everything, man. And then
Yeah,
you know,
it's crazy.
I don't know how true it is. Allegedly, he put out a hit on one of his another rapper from Atlanta,
YFN Lucci.
YFN Lucci.
But
While
he
he
had
was
a
in
murder
prison.
case. The thing is, he had a murder rap himself.
Yeah, but he put a hit on him in prison. So YFN Lucci was trying to get out, saying that they were trying to kill him.
Yeah.
He was trying to get out of jail, get bonded out, because supposedly he was trying to kill him. And the hit came from Young Thug.
Yeah, that's what I read too. Yeah.
So Young
It's
Thug out
crazy.
here, he thugging for real in a dress.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
The thing is, like, the rappers in Atlanta really be, doing what they rap about, though.
Think
That's
about it.
valid.
He
No,
running,
for
he
real.
running around with nail polish on,
Yeah.
tight jeans,
Straight gangster.
with a dress, ordering
Yeah.
hits.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Going
For the
crazy.
culture, I ain't worried about it. Free
Going
YSL,
crazy.
all of them.
But
That's different.
I don't get it. Like, if you're so well known and such in the eye, like, why would you still want to do that stuff? Like, you don't know people are watching you anyways. Like, you don't think you're gonna get caught up? I'm
Ego.
confused.
It's ego.
They think they're untouchable.
That.
Okay.
So a lot of
Well,
people
they're
they get
just
to that
stupid.
point, they get
So
so much.
YSL's an empire.
Well,
but-
that empire just got knocked down.
Yeah.
It's ego.
So you know what I mean? They lost everything.
Young Thug really took with that. What's that last album they point out? He really put the whole label #1. What's the album called? You know what I'm talking about.
I didn't really listen to
YSL
like
put out
that.
a whole project, the whole label. Number one.
I didn't. Those aren't my type of rappers.
I don't listen to YSL at all, so I couldn't tell you anything.
That's why y'all don't feel bad. Free YSL. Also, R.P. Little Key, Prince Slime.
You just got that emotional attachment to them, but they did bad.
He's
so.
really
I ain't
hurt.
worried about that. That's what I'm saying. I ain't worried about that. Like my playlist.
Yeah, he's really emotional about
He
it.
a fangirl over there.
It's all right, man.
It's
So
okay.
if you feel that way, you're gonna do time for them.
No.
Exactly.
Come on now.
But I had read
I'm a civilian.
that Young Thug's lawyer is trying to put out like the environment in the jail is like torturous and then like unsafe or something. I don't know. I'm trying to get him out of it. What was it? Do you know? I know it was like torturous and something else. I don't remember the exact words.
His bond was denied.
Yeah.
Anytime your bond is denied, they try to find little loopholes to get you out of.
Yeah.
Nah, but Casanova said the same thing. Like they had him in solitary confinement for no reason. They did that. That's why he took the plea, though. They had him in solitary confinement for 4 months straight.
Casanova was going to take a plea anyway. If you don't plea in a RICO case, bro, you about to get football numbers.
Yeah.
They about you say not guilty if you want to in a RICO. Look, in a RICO case, bro, 9 out of 10 times, I almost want to say 10 out of 10 times, they're going to tag you with something. So if you say, so I don't know if you guys ever been in trouble or been
like with the law, been to jail.
Yeah,
never.
Okay, so
I couldn't survive.
This is what they do, right? This is what they do. They will charge you with whatever they charge you with, right? That one charge. You can plead guilty to it. You know, you might get a plea deal, bargain, whatever the case may be, right? If you say not guilty and take it to court, no, this is what they do. They throw other charges on top of that one charge. So everything with the law is how things is worded, right? So even though you may not have done it directly, it's worded a certain way in the law where they can pin it on you, right? So boom, now you got this charge. Now you got that charge. Now you got this charge. When the whole time you were thinking
it's just one charge.
It's one charge. So they add a bunch of additional charges. One of those charges is going to end up sticking.
Yeah.
And then what they do is they throw the whole book at you. That's why a lot of people plea. They plea out because I'd rather do 10 years, right?
Than my whole entire life.
Opposed to do 55 years.
Right.
But that's the same thing Bobby Smurder and all them boys did. They plead out, bro.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I feel like there will be a shift in that legislation. You think about, our current president, I can almost guarantee our next president will be Republican, and how that will shift the narrative as far as that's concerned.
RICO ain't going nowhere.
No, they're going to change it. I'm telling you, because New York, it already started with New York, and them actually creating legislation against indicting people off of rap lyrics.
Yeah.
And there is a counterculture coming. For every culture, there's a counterculture. And with the Trump administration, he let out Kodak Black. You know that. So I'm saying, like, seriously, there will be a counterculture now. This is 2022. Everyone's soft.
Do you understand the difference of the charges, though?
I know federal charges, RICO, but there's someone coming for those charges.
Kodak Black wasn't ordering hits.
Yeah, he didn't have a RICO charge. I don't believe.
He wasn't killing people.
Yeah,
he wasn't having people killed. Like,
I'm telling you, there's gonna be a counter legislation, state-wise, at the very minimum.
So, like, the only thing that a state might do is not let the lyrics be used against you in court. But bro, when you're doing when you get hit with a RICO, they're not hit with a RICO based off their lyrics. Bro, they're hit with a RICO based off of their actual actions. It has nothing to do with their lyrics. Bro, you get hit with a RICO, it's a rap, bro.
But you're not thinking behind the scenes. Well, there's corporations that make probably of the 26 members of YSL alone, there's a corporation making billions of dollars. There's going to be people that lobby against that. There's going to be people that lobby against not just the lyrics.
There's no gang bigger or stronger than the federal government. You can sit here and say whatever you want to say. There is no gang in the world bigger or stronger than the federal government.
I don't think of it as a gang, it's a corporation. But
bro, so also when you say corporation, some of the largest corporations have money in what? Private prison systems.
Yup.
So guess what? The more we lock up, the more money we make. And guess where the money comes from? It's funded by the government.
But what's the largest genre on the planet? It's hip hop. And those stakeholders in the government we call a corporation, a lot of them are corporations that are literally front runners of the hip hop industry.
They are, but also you think YSL being locked up is going to stop hip hop from being hip hop?
No.
No, but
Hip
there's
hop's
someone
been around for years, no
but
matter who went
there's
to
plenty
prison
of
or what
people-
happened.
But the thing is, 26 artists and like you think of minimum 4 are front runners in the industry. Something's gonna happen. So it's gonna be a change. There's gonna be a change.
It's nothing going to happen, bro. Listen,
Okay.
when you get hit federal charges, that's a wrap, man. Everybody goes to jail with federal charges, especially in the state of New York. When Lil Wayne got caught with that gun charge, where he went? He was the hottest rapper on the planet. Where did he go?
The Rikers.
Jail.
Barely.
Jail.
2 years.
Don't matter.
Barely.
He went to jail. The only reason he only did 2 years is because he do have a little bit of money behind him. But
Right.
usually that's a mandatory. Well, I think minimum 5 years.
Yeah, it is a minimum
Charge.
5 years. But I can
Wow.
guarantee.
I got a little cousin in jail right now for the same charge, and he's going to end up doing 10 years.
Wow.
You know what the difference is?
He ain't
He's
got
not
money.
young.
He ain't got-
He's
exactly.
not gonna.
But what I'm telling
Yeah.
you is, my pops tried to get a federal pardon from the state of New York because he had a felony charge for a weapon. Bro, once you get those federal charges, it does not
Yeah.
matter, bro.
It
I've
makes
been
it
saying that.
so
Stop
much harder.
flashing the blicky on social media. A
Which,
gun charge
yeah.
is minimum 5 years.
That's old
Minimum.
anyways. Like, if you got to flash your gun on the internet, you a lame anyways.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
my
It should-
opinion.
A gun should be a deterrent. A gun
Right.
should. You
That
should
should-
never have to use it.
That's not something to be proud of, that you have a gun and that, oh, it's flashy. No, that kills people. That's
Yeah,
nothing.
But that's
Yeah.
not what the culture is.
Yeah, but so
No,
you
I
flashing
know,
a gun
but-
on the internet, you're indicting yourself, you're criminalizing yourself, and you become a target. A gun
Exactly.
should be concealed as a deterrent.
Right. I agree. And
So,
he's, yeah. That's-
I guarantee you, Young Thug Gunna will do no more than 5 years. I can guarantee
What do
that.
you mean,
I'll
no
bet
more?
I'll bet
No.
$100 right now. Young Thug and Gunna won't do more than 5 years.
Listen, even it doesn't matter to me. It could be 1 year. 1 year is too much. You talking about no more than
I
5
know, I'm
years?
saying you're
Here-
talking about federal RICO cases. They'll do their minimum
they're gonna
time.
do time, but still,
Barely.
bro, have you never been locked up? So you say 5 years like that, bro? I did 6 months. I've never been back to jail.
no.
Hey, that's the
No,
thing.
I'm serious.
No, for
The
real.
thing
Mama
is,
said I don't
even
look good in
that.
orange.
Bro.
I couldn't do it.
Listen,
I don't want to
She
do
said, I'm
it.
food.
You talking about 5 years, bro?
No. But,
Listen.
okay, I think any other charge, yes, probably less than 5 years. But this is a RICO charge.
But the thing is,
This is different.
But the thing is, I'm empathizing with them. I'm putting myself in their shoes. 5 charges is a light day.
Bro,
They've
Do we
all
know-
been to jail before.
Do we?
5 years is a light day.
Do we know any other rapper
5 years is like
that went to jail on a RICO charge?
There's a plenty of Casanova just pleaded guilty in New York for RICO
Well,
charges.
And how long is
he's
he getting?
food because he's not even. He's barely reputable.
And how long is he
He's
going to
food.
do? Do we know?
He pleaded guilty, but I don't think they
He's-
sentenced him yet.
He's gonna do minimum 15 because he's just not reputable enough. He's gonna do minimum 15.
But not only that, he's already prior. He's a felon to start off with. So
And he is a self-proclaimed leader. He is the leader of the Untouchable Gorilla Stone Bloods. So
but who are they claiming as the leader of YSL?
Young Thug,
Exactly, bro.
but it's Young Thug though.
Listen, when it comes to
It's the whole operation. They're going to take you down.
they're gonna get you.
If you involved,
Bro,
you're going
anytime-
down.
5 years.
If your name is mentioned in a RICO, they got something on you.
Everybody around
saying-
him might have just get 5
They're
years.
saying
but
they
he-
don't have anything on
he's the
Gunna except
ringleader.
for association.
Yeah.
exactly, they
We-
don't.
I don't know. I ain't seen the paperwork. I don't. But
Me either. I don't
if they roped him in, they roped him in for a reason,
They got something.
Sergio Kissers won't do more than 5 years.
bro. That's a lot. Listen, 5 years is a lot
For
of
them,
time from
who's
your
been-
life.
They've been to
Not
jail.
only is it a lot of time from your life, that's a lot of time out of their pocket because they're about to pay for all these legal fees, right?
Yup.
And then, like you said, there's 26 of them, right? So if Young Thug is the G and has the money that all he say he has, and he's 100, right? He should pay for everybody's legal fees.
and he damn
Yeah.
sure might. And the thing is,
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
gonna be in
But you
jail
know how
on
much money?
TikTok.
But you know how much
putting
money
out-
that is?
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but you failed to realize like
That's
when
millions.
Lil
and
Wayne,
millions.
even when he went to jail on federal charges, he put out a couple projects. 03 Greedo's in jail putting out like 3 projects. People are on TikTok, Instagram with their phones. It's different now. It's like jail is just like, hey, I guess I'm just gonna be putting it out from jail from now on. Like, and the thing is, the loyal followers still gonna follow him.
They will generate money. I'm not
Yeah,
saying they're
yeah,
not going
yeah.
to generate money, but they're not going to generate as much as what's going out.
Oh, that's very true.
That's the difference.
Yes.
That's
yeah,
very true.
I agree. 100%.
It's not gonna be like an R. Kelly, I'm broke. It's like, no, like Young Thug gonna put out an
Yeah.
album from jail and it's still gonna be platinum.
But R. Kelly's one of the biggest R&B artists ever. So
Yeah.
his music is still generating
Yeah, every time
money.
somebody goes and plays his song, he
But
getting
the
money.
legal fees is way more than that.
Exactly.
So it's crazy, man. It's a bad situation regardless. It's a situation I wouldn't want to be in.
Hell
I don't
no.
care how much money out, bro.
Oh yeah.
When the feds are coming for you, the feds are coming for you. They get
Yeah.
yo,
It's not worth it.
listen, they got
It's not.
the dog. You seen that?
Who?
The feds.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the green dog.
Yes,
Yeah,
they got the
They had the
Dog.
dog in the back of the car, bro. If they get the dog,
What?
they getting everybody. You, the
But-
dog, the cat.
Okay, but what is the dog gonna
Everybody.
do? What are they gonna do with the dog?
I don't know, but he gone though. He in a pound.
And the thing is, it's not even worth it though. Like
That's
that's the
sad.
thing. It don't matter
I'd
if
be
you're
sad.
a young
They took my
thug
dog.
gunner. It don't matter if you're just some random bozo.
They
If it's a RICO federal charge, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your butthole because you're going to jail for a while.
Bro, they locked the dog up, threw him straight in the pound.
And even the dog's getting his butt taken.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy.
That's,
out
they
there.
couldn't give the dog to like a family member or something. They couldn't give it to nobody.
I don't know.
They
It's a slime green dog. He's part of YSL. He's going to jail until death.
He's guilty by association. No chow chow for
dog.
you, my boy.
Poor dog.
No chow chow.
The federal kennel.
That's
No kibbles and bits, none of that.
crazy.
They're just giving him bread and water.
Damn.
Exactly. They give the dog bread and water. His lifespan about to be like 6 years.
Honestly, if that was me, I'd go get that dog. I'd go adopt him. Come
So
here.
you can be associated with a criminal?
No, but it's gonna be YSL dog. They gonna be like, whose dog is that? I'm like, it's the YSL's.
Yeah, now you're what's it
Yeah, I
called?
guess.
Aiding and abetting.
Yeah, exactly.
Now they gonna
Okay.
hit you with a charge.
So they're just gonna leave the dog in the pound. Somebody has to get it.
I don't know.
And you might hit some anti-YSL bullets.
Okay, well, I'm like, well, I don't listen to YSL, so I'm just gonna be like, I just want that one right there.
Yeah.
I'm acting like I don't know nothing.
I'm good. I'm good on the dog. They can have the dog.
Yeah, I already got too much on my hands with my dog.
You got any financial moves this week?
What was the financial move I was going to talk about? Oh, I was going to talk about Airbnb. And now there's a lot of states cracking down on Airbnb as far as like the government trying to recoup their money. Recently, Atlanta, Georgia had put out a legislation saying you can't have more than 2 Airbnbs, and one of them has to be your primary residence. And now you're paying annual fees, and also you have to like let your neighbors know that you're starting an Airbnb now. I don't know.
Really?
The thing is, the Airbnb game in Atlanta was hot because there was people, self-made millionaires that were coming on YouTube pages. Was like David Shan's EYL was like, oh, I made $1 million off of Airbnb breezy. Well, not anymore.
Okay, did they say why you're only allowed to have 2 properties as an Airbnb?
Because people were trying to flex. People were in Atlanta. You know, people in Atlanta. You know, Reese, professional flexers. So, like, I might live in a one bedroom, 1 bathroom, but for $500, I can rent a damn mansion for the weekend and flex and have a party there and always violate the occupancy. And that's what Atlanta is known for, which is why they like I always say, with the culture, there's always a counterculture. And now there's legislation that's passed that they can't do that. And you'll never be a millionaire off of Airbnb now in Atlanta.
That's crazy.
And even in Lawton now, they have Airbnb laws now. So
Nah, go ahead.
So in Lawton, you have to pay a minimum $24 a year per property in taxes to have Airbnb. It's like a license now for a short-term rental. And they cannot stay in that property more than 30 days. And OKC, if it's not your primary residence, you have to pay $300.
I don't
There's an
understand.
exception for you have to apply for it.
I don't understand why I have to pay $24 in tax. I'm already paying property tax on that house.
Because the government is trying to recoup on
Well,
you.
that's ridiculous.
That's the thing. Like, especially if you got exceptionally like Black people making money off of Airbnb, it's like, we can't have that, or at least we gonna get our piece.
So-
And that's really how it is.
So that's
Crazy.
that's what I was about to say.
They're greedy.
No, it's not greedy. It's the culture we live in, right? So
Right.
when I was younger, I don't know, probably a teenager, my dad used to always say this saying to me. He used to say, "Never, the left hand never lets the right hand know what they're doing."
Right.
Right? I think it comes out of the Bible actually.
Exactly.
The left hand never knows what the right hand doing. So, with that being said, that's exactly what people were out here doing. They're pretty much telling all their business. So if I'm getting money a certain way, right, and with everybody want to put everything on social media,
Keep your mouth shut.
on YouTube, if you getting money a certain way, shut up. Just get money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But everybody want to be like, yo, you can do this Airbnb. Hit me up $100 for a class, and I'll tell you how I made $100,000 this
Right.
month. Like,
But
And then
that's
put it,
cool.
and then
But
put it
that's
all
why
over social media.
The
Just
money
move in
in
silence.
education, after you made $1 million from Airbnb, guess what? If I tell everybody I'll make 2, I guarantee it.
but the thing is, once you do that, you expose the hand that you're playing. Like, can you make money off of education? Yes, you make more money off educating than you will the actual means of how you started making the money in the first place. But the point that I'm making is, if you got all these people doing it, right, and all these people showing how they're doing it, and like you said, black people are doing it, whatever the case may be, the government is going to be like, okay, yeah, I want to make this money. I want my piece. Uncle Sam is always going to find a way to put his hand in somebody's pocket.
Yeah.
And that's basically what happened. Okay, y'all can make money all day long, but I'm about to tax you.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm about to go in your pocket. And that's why it took weed so long to be legalized, because they couldn't figure out how to tax it and how to get money from it. So once that figured it
that's
out,
true.
it's like, okay, let's legalize it. Let them have their little reefer.
Yeah.
And
Reefer.
Just let us live.
let them have their little reefer, and we gonna tax them. We gonna get this money.
But even with that said, like, you should not let any kind of government legislation deter you from doing what you want to do, whatever business it is. There's tax loopholes. That's the funny thing. And that's on the, the people of color side of things. That's what people don't understand. They don't know the tax loopholes, because it's like, yeah, they're doing this Airbnb, we're going to tax them, we're going to do this and then a third. But also on that side of things, we do not know the loopholes for that, like white people do. Because the thing is, they'll do that just to like stop black people's growth. And then the white people's like, oh, there's a loophole for that because I'm friends with the damn senator. So them like, that's not stopping their money. You got to find out what that is. That hasn't discouraged me at all. It kind of made me a little pissed. I'm like, damn, that money was real easy, because I know my girl is Airbnb in her apartment right now, and she's making hella money. Like, it's paying the rent plus some. Like, we're renting out for a month.
You
like,
just dry snitched. Now they about to come tax her.
no, they're not. They're not taxing her.
Right.
For
You just
nothing.
put her out
They're
there.
not taxing her for nothing. Hey, if they tax her, I paid
Snitch.
$24. That's one unit.
Snitch.
Come on now.
You just dry snitched.
It's not dry snitch, nothing. But the thing is, it's not just black people that be telling all their business how they made money. Like, that's the thing. You gotta kind of one up. It's like a one up game. It's like, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not-
I made money off this, so what? I'm gonna find a loophole too. Stop playing with me.
I'm not saying it's just black people, but what I'm saying is, once you see something all the time, and that's just the way that we live right now. Everything is being shown, I did
It's
this.
all on display,
I did
yeah.
that.
Lit
I
community.
did this. And now, like,
Right.
you pretty much are putting other people in your business, whether it's legit or not. You know what I mean? And that's what gets a lot of people messed up, whether it's a legal business or an illegal business. They
But
want
for those people, it's not
They're
their
trying to
problem.
put they're
want
trying to put
everybody-
other people on.
Yeah,
Because the thing is, for those people that are not the problem, they got the money from doing it. They got the money from the education. Guess what? There's ways to put that money and protect that money. So that's the thing. They're good. They're not worried about the next person.
just like people with the PPP loans and scamming with banks and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, send me 300. I'm gonna send you back 3K.
Yeah, we'll
Like,
double it.
that is, yeah.
Bro,
Crazy.
you're exposing yourself
Yeah.
online. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
Which
care
is
if it's-
illegal, by the way.
I don't care if it's legal or illegal. You're exposing yourself, and guess what? The feds
coming
are
for you.
watching.
Exactly.
The feds are on IG. You ever
Yup.
seen that Drewski skit where
Yeah.
Drewski was like, "Oh, we got them, boys."
Yeah.
I never seen
Because
that.
you never seen it?
No.
He
The
said, I
comedian.
killed that N-word last week. He said,
Yeah.
we got him.
That's a skit. He's like, they're basically cops, and they're just watching people on IG and
okay.
just letting them tell on themselves, like, "Yep, we got them." And
That's
that's what people are doing. Like,
funny.
how stupid are you?
Stop flexing.
Like, you want to flex so bad to the point where you get yourself caught up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They, what's the,
Which I'm sorry, they started doing that on Snapchat. Like people that like on Snapchat that like trying to promote their weed or whatever, they took away their Snapchat. They can't get a new one.
I don't
And
know
so
about
the-
that.
Yeah.
I
there's
believe
so
you, but
many.
I don't
There's
know.
so many examples. I'm trying to remember the
They
name of the
deactivate your
African
account.
dude that was
Oh,
scamming
yeah,
people.
he's talking about Hush Puppy.
Hush Puppy, yeah. And I was obviously I followed him because he was a really big balling out this month. Like, for real, like all the foreigns, all the designer, and he would flex every single hour aspect of his life.
But that's
And
what got
the
him caught.
Yeah, that's exactly what got him caught. Because
You
he was
seen him?
scamming old
The
people
kid,
for money.
he's an African Hush Puppy.
Yeah.
He was like living in Dubai, but he was
out
scamming
here.
like he was scamming like millionaire businessmen,
Wow.
and he had millions and millions and millions of dollars. And he would be on social media in Rolls Royces, the Bentleys, private jets,
60 cars.
Louis Vuitton, Hermes is sending him like personal gifts with
Exactly.
his name, all type of craziness. But that's how he got
Wow.
caught.
Because he's flexing.
Okay,
Stop flexing your money, yo. And the thing is, I'm trying to see who Cam Newton actually said this on $1,000 worth of game with Gillian Wallow. Shout out to them. He was talking about how like people be taking $100,000 out their bank, flex it, and have no money in their bank.
Exactly.
Bro,
Like, come on now, that's just lame. Lame.
I don't know. To me, if you gotta flex your dollars, you don't got none.
Yeah, that's
I was like, rich people don't really have to flex.
Rich people don't go on the internet and show all their money. They don't
Right.
do that.
listen. The way that I think right now, like if I was to be a multi-millionaire, I mean like crazy bread, nobody would know.
I'm not even showing my
Exactly.
face. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I'm
the
gonna
thing
show
for
my
me,
face, but you're not gonna know. I'm not gonna do anything different than I'm doing now.
Nah.
Yeah.
I might have a. I may, no,
that doesn't mean like
listen, you guys.
you might move a little bit different.
You guys say that because you don't know my mentality.
But the thing is, I see what you drive, and there's no goddamn way.
But that has nothing. So that's where I was about to go.
Right.
The only thing, like this, I could only go so far up from what I'm driving now, unless I get something that's crazy.
But the thing is, like the people that have money or aspire to have money know that. So if you upgrade from the Panamera to the Taycan, easy day. It's like, well, I already know.
But that's not.
I already
really,
know you rocking.
That's not a really big change. But what I'm saying is like, for one, I don't care about jewelry at all. I don't care about no APs,
Really?
no Richard Milles. I don't care about no Cuban
I'm gonna
links.
give you one.
No, I don't want none of that. I don't care about any of that. Like the only way you know I have paper is if you came to my house and you seen my house. That's the only thing that I would care
And that's the safest way.
to spend money on. Like I don't care about the jewelry, none
But,
of that. Like,
hey, if the grapevine is
listen.
getting money, guess what? You won't know we have money because I don't be
Listen,
having money on me. You feel me?
the designer clothes, like
that
I
drip.
don't care about none of
Every
that.
time I walk, it's bloody.
None of that. See, but that's your thing. There's
That's
nothing
my
wrong.
thing, that's my
That's
thing.
nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to knock you.
He's the
if-
drip god. He gotta. He
No,
gotta
but the
have
thing
it.
is, like, the way I'll present it is just like, oh, he just hood rich. Like, you don't know.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong. If you want to have Louis V and Amiri and Christian Dior, like cool, that's your
And
lane.
J-Hart the brand. Yeah, exactly.
That's
That
cool.
too.
That's your lane. That's not me. I'm still gonna be in Ross. I'm still gonna be in Sam's. I'm still
You're
gonna
gonna be
wear
in that OCP top.
Yeah, I'm still I'm still wearing $7.99 Walmart shirts. You know why? Because I understand the power of money.
Yeah, but
I didn't always think this way.
okay,
You know what I mean?
okay,
I wasn't
yeah.
always this way. I ain't gonna sit here and stand up like, oh no, there was a time where I cared about
you're just
the
older.
latest
You're just
fashion.
older.
It's not it has nothing to do with older. Once you start investing money, right, and you see what the power of money does,
You think of it
you
differently.
think differently.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to spend $500 on a T-shirt, right? I'm going to take that $500, put it in the stock market, or I'm going to take that $500 and figure out how I can do something with it where my 500 turns into 2K.
Hey, I challenge that. You know why?
That's the only difference.
We're in, like doing this podcast. We're in the influencer business. We might get that for free. See, the thing, you might be wearing Louis V. It might be free for all you. That's what I'm saying. And that's like Helena's on the same page because I'm trying to get some free designer. So any kind of designers out there, whether like you just a startup on Instagram, like I'm
Yeah.
just drip God. I'm
Let
trying
us
to wear
know.
your
Hit
shit.
us up. We'll wear
no
it.
bullshit. No, seriously.
So that brings me to my actual financial topic for the week.
Okay.
Which your financial topic was the Airbnb thing. My financial topic is make your money work for you. Right. So that's it. It goes to what we're talking about right now is exactly of how you make your money work for you. So once your money starts working for you, you look at money totally different. That's why people, I don't want to say all Caucasians, but usually Caucasians,
I'm sorry.
they
The
move.
caucasity of them.
It was just his face for me.
But seriously
It said a
though,
lot.
white people move different. Rich
Yeah.
white people move different. Like
Yeah.
there was I put it on Instagram one time. I don't know if you've seen it. They were talking about the number one car that millionaires drive is a Toyota. Bro,
That's a white standard of wealth. I challenge that.
but listen though, I'm not driving no Toyota. There's nothing wrong with Toyotas. Don't get me wrong.
Bozo-mobile.
Me personally,
A hoopty.
I'm not driving a Toyota. But the reason is because they understand the power of money. Why go buy a $300,000 Lambo that's going to depreciate the minute you drive it off the lot, right? So that $300K that they just spent for the Lambo, they're going to go take that $300K, buy some multi-units, you know what I mean? And let that generate more money. They see money differently. And I used to be like, yo, this, like Mark Zuckerberg, he always wear the same plain clothes.
Nah,
And-
those t-shirts be like $300. Stop playing, y'all.
so
those t-shirts be the highest grade.
I don't know. I never seen the inside of his tags, but I just know what they say. But the point that I'm making is like, bro, I'm on that same. That's how I think about money. Like I literally don't care about clothes. Like everything that I have on right now is like.
He dripped out, and that's the thing.
listen,
He dripped
listen.
out. He just dripped out on the budget to make a point.
But yeah, exactly. So being dripped out on, you can be drippy on a budget. Like I'm not going to spend
that's true.
thousands of dollars on clothes, bro. I'd rather take $500 that I know can make me money in the stock market and take that five. Because if not, if I go buy that T-shirt, I'll be like, dang, I could have took this 500 and flipped it. It could
Hey, we gonna talk about this.
It probably could have made me $3K by the end of the week.
But
Hey, we gonna talk about this later, though.
No, I think it like that right now. I'm like, I go and like buy some clothes and I spend this much amount. I'm like, damn, I could have used that money for something else.
I can't tell
already
you the
think like
last time that I went shopping for clothes.
It's crazy.
Literally, I cannot tell you the last, but I can tell
Me
you the
neither.
last
Me
time I
neither.
took some money and put it in the stock market,
Exactly.
which is pretty much every day.
But
Yeah.
there's ways you can make these brands work for you. For example, and I should go into depth about this a little bit more on next episode, like with credit cards. So, for example, like an Amex, like especially when you go into business lines of credit. So you think of an Amex Business Gold card, right? You leverage that, put that $500 into your business. Guess what? The top 2 categories that you put that into your business, you get 4 times points. So say if this is like Google ads, Facebook ads, shipping and handling, you get 4 times points. That there you go, use your points that you use for your business. Go to Neiman Marcus, like, oh well, I got 9,000 points on my Amex credit card or my Amex portal because those points apply to every single credit card in the Amex lineup. All right, I got 9,000 points on Neiman Marcus. I'm gonna cash out on Louis.
I get what you're saying.
Crazy. You earn those points.
I get what you're saying, but you know what? That had to start with, right? What you're saying?
Yeah.
That had to start mentally
Right.
with you making your money to work for you to start off with. That doesn't just happen. Oh, just for one, Amex. Everybody doesn't have an American Express card. Everyone can't get an American Express card.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
We will go over that.
You know what I mean? It's a little harder than what you think.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
understand.
ain't trying to flex. I got one, but
I'm not trying to flex, but I got one.
but
Here it is.
but what I'm saying is, like, look, when it comes to making your money work for you, there's certain priorities. So if I was a multimillionaire, the only way you would know is not by looking at me, or you might catch some type of glimpse of my car, maybe, but it's going to be in the house. You're not going to be able to look at me and be like, oh, he looks like money. You know what I mean? It's not, I don't think that way. So I'm not going to have a $300,000 watch on, even though those things are cool to each its own. I'm not knocking it. Like,
Yeah,
You're
I know you're saying
at
not
one
knocking
point,
it.
you're gonna have a watch that's $300,000
Yeah.
on you.
But the
So
thing
you're
is-
telling me you never? But if
you see,
make it,
listen, you
okay.
see this Apple Watch right here?
Listen, I'm
This
not
is all I
saying
need.
that you have to go and buy 10 watches, but it is nice if you can afford it to have one of those watches
Listen,
in your
this-
jewelry
this
box.
Apple
No, I
Watch is
agree
all
with
I need.
Alina on this side, but also on the same side, I like to challenge those because people see that on social media. It's like, oh, Michael Zuckerberg's wearing that little T-shirt. They driving a Toyota. But also the same, I think from a royalty mindset, everything I do is rich. When I step, it's rich. Like, it's bloody. It's $1,000. Like, it's rich. Everything I wear is rich. But the thing is, you can't just say, oh, he's just blowing all his money to be flashy, because the thing is, I know the loopholes in between that. It's like, that's what I'm saying. People want to put a label. And the thing is, the reason why, that's why I say white standards of wealth is old money. Black standards of wealth is new money.
yeah.
And that's the thing.
Black
Like,
people, not all black people, but black people rather look rich and be rich.
You can do both, though.
You can do both.
It's cognitive
but you gotta
dissonance.
be a little smarter with your money. And
Right,
you know how
right,
you do
right.
both? You make your money work for you.
You make your money work for you first and foremost. But the thing is,
Most people don't
cognitive
do that.
dissonance. You can't.
Income
There's
tax
two
season-
conflicting thoughts.
Income tax season come around, the Louis stores got a line full of black people that live in the projects.
I was gonna.
Oh, yeah,
no,
that's very-
no.
that's
I
very
was
true,
gonna
that's
say
very
that
true.
most people that buy Louis Vuitton, those high brands, is black people.
That's
yeah, I
very
know.
true. Yeah.
And then, matter of fact, Jim Jones. Did you see the thing of Jim Jones when they pretty much treated him like trash when he was in Gucci?
No,
He was in there ready to spin a bag, but it was treating him like trash when he was in Gucci. Like no one came to help him because when you go to those high end stores, they have the back rooms. The back rooms they give you champagne.
Oh, so that's when they sit you
Jim
down.
Jones, though.
They're paying
He's
for
not
you.
anybody popping right now. If Young Thug came in that Jones, like, oh, it's Thug.
But the point that I'm making is here's a black man ready to spend money on a high end brand that could care less about him.
It's
Bro,
like,
I'm not
get out
going to
black.
listen to each his own. I'm
I
not
get
saying there's
you.
something
Why would I
wrong with high end brands.
Why would I give you money if you're not going
But
to
I'm not
respect
going
me?
to spend my money on a high end brand. I'm not. I'd rather invest it or figure out a way to make more money. All those high end brands, like black people are the majority of people that wear them, but they don't even mess with us like that.
No.
That's for real.
Like,
Yeah, it's true.
we set the trends when it comes to culture, and we go out of our way to do it. And I'm not saying, oh, go support black businesses or we should only wear black labels. That's not what I'm saying. But you gotta understand the power of your money. Right. So if you don't understand the power of your money, you're gonna forever be the type of person that, make financial decisions based off the wrong things. That's just how I see it.
That's very true. And the thing is, like, Louis shouldn't. That's the thing. Louis and Gucci shouldn't be like, I want to act rich. Just like, I really already established myself and I got it like that. So that's why I had stopped buying that stuff because honestly, like, I wear the same old, summer 14 designer just because I refuse to wear anything else. But until the thing is, if you see me wearing the new season designer, like, just know I made it.
Listen, some black people look at designer clothes as an accomplishment. Like, oh, I made it. Like, no. Like, just because you got a Gucci shirt don't mean anything, bro.
Because there's a lot of people wearing Louis and Gucci and they ain't got no money.
Yeah, that's a fact. So,
but I'm saying, like, in the same respect, it's like I got Louis and Gucci, but I also got my own brand. Multiple.
I mean, that's cool. Like, Dame Dash. He talks about having your own and being an owner, and he wears his own brands.
But that's what I said. If I have all that money, I make my own brand.
Right.
That way I don't got to do all of them.
Exactly.
Make
But
my own clothing line.
A lot of black people, not all, a lot, they feel like they have to go buy these things to prove a fact and say that I have money or that I made it. Like, that means nothing. Like, if
but it's really hard to distinguish between the two because I'm like really into fashion, but it's just like, oh no, you're just trying to be flashy. I'm like, I'm not even. I just like to drip. Like, I drip. Like, that's a fact.
There's nothing wrong with being into fashion.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not knocking anybody that buys designer clothes. I'm talking about me personally. Once I started investing my money and learning how to make my money make money, to going to buy things isn't the same excitement to me. Because I'm like, I could have took this money and did this. Or why buy this? Like, it could be the smallest thing. Like I said earlier, like, I don't even know the last time I really went shopping to buy something.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be saying that if it was like Reese from the Grapevine, Louis just sent him a free package. You're not going to say the same.
Man, them high-end designer brands don't be sending out free stuff like that.
They don't. But I'm saying, like, imagine if they did, though. I think you would still wear that. You'd be like, oh, this was for free.
If it's for free, I'm not gonna,
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, I'm not so I would wear it, but listen, I'm not against high-end designer brands.
I know you used to be into that stuff.
To a certain extent, I done had some Gucci, some Prada, some Louis. I done had it all. But what I'm saying is the way that I think now, I could care less about that. So it doesn't move me at all. Like, if I seen somebody out and, a lot of people are like, oh, he got the Gucci high tops on. Oh, he got the Louis V summer 2022. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what?
I don't care.
You know what I learned? Like, being into fashion, what I learned is I'd rather actually have my own and go to the custom designers, because the thing is, like, yeah, he got the Gucci high tops on, but guess what? I got something that no one got on.
So many people laughed at Shaq when he took his sneakers and put them in Walmart. I don't know if you ever seen that.
Yeah,
Shaq.
I've seen it.
He had it. He had his own shoe. He signed a deal with Reebok when he was in the league.
He might get flamed to hell if you wear some Shaqoses.
But then he took his shoe and put it in Walmart and made even more money than he did. But bro, like, who cares is in Walmart?
You know what? You're right. I seen Reebok the other day when I was in Walmart, and I was like, since when is Reebok in Walmart?
No, the brand of Reebok.
Think about the cop.
No, the brand Reebok is in Walmart.
I just noticed
Listen,
that for the
there's a
first
lot of-
time
there's
the other day.
Because Walmart is a big distributor.
Distributor, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, even with, like, now everybody wears, well, back in the 90s, Champion was a really big brand.
Mm-hmm.
And it used to be in Walmart. I remember
It
that.
died down.
Yeah.
And they put it in Walmart.
Now it's coming back up retro as a hypebeast brand.
Exactly. So they took it out of Walmart.
Yep.
And they
Now they
elevated the price back up.
Make cash. Yeah.
So
So if you see Alina with some Shakosis on next episode, you know why. So, ooh.
I've been at Walmart.
so I don't know.
Hey, I'm not even gonna front. Walmart got some nice stuff though. They
Oh,
do.
yeah, they do. They do.
Low
Yeah,
key,
don't-
you find some good things at Walmart
Yeah,
now.
you just gotta know what you're looking for.
I've complimented girls plenty of times. Like, I really like them. Like, thanks, I got it at Walmart. I'd be like, what? I'm like, bet.
I'm like, never mind.
Dang, you just gonna cut off because you got it from Walmart? That means she's financially responsible.
Period.
So if you
Period.
so
you
you're trying to tell me
things,
so you telling me you seen a shorty out, right? And she fly from head to toe, pretty and all that. And you're like, dang, shorty, I like them kicks. I like this, and that. And she's like, yeah, I got it from Target. You're gonna be like, never mind.
Oh, hell yeah.
What?
But the thing is, like, I mean, she is financially responsible, but she's also living within her means, which is low.
What you mean? No, that's what you want. Somebody living
he just
within your
gave him
means.
a
They
whole,
are, but
he just came from my whole life.
Bro, this
He's
man-
paying
But the
hard
thing
from
is-
Target.
But the thing is, you have to equate. It's like, okay, I'm not living with her in my means, and I have designer, but I'm living with my means. I'm wearing Walmart. That's the same level. So it's just like, yeah.
So you want?
I'm wearing Walmart,
So
but that's the only thing I can afford. I'm
so
like,
you want
oh.
a pretty broke chick with Gucci on?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's on the same level as a pretty broke chick with Walmart on. It's the same thing.
No, I said if she's financially sound.
That's okay, but I'm saying like a pretty broke chick with Gucci is the same thing as a pretty broke chick with Walmart. It's the same level because they're both broke. One's just pretending to be rich and one is not. So it's just like, oh.
So which one you're saying?
Neither.
So- So you wouldn't date a broke chick?
Justin's saying he want to date me, and that's okay.
Okay, so listen.
You're not broke, Lena. Lena is driving a Beamer truck. She's not broke.
So, but listen though, real question: if she was a good woman, but she was broke, you wouldn't date her?
I would. I ain't one cap to you.
Cause I'm about to
No, I'm
say,
serious. No,
you
no,
sound-
I'm mad wild. I'll be wilding if I said like I wouldn't.
I was
Because the
about to
thing
say-
is, we were talking about emotions over like logic. Yeah, but the thing is, also logic has a superficial side of it. So it's just like, wow, like you really tripping right now, especially you bad as hell.
If you would have said yeah, I would have been shocked because a lot of men that I've talked to, they always say like, we don't care like what you got. Like as a woman, like we don't care if
Well,
like,
also
if
it's the
you
man's
working-
role to be the provider, in my opinion. So it's just like, oh, okay, like we gonna bring you up because you're already bad. So we gonna put you in Gucci, Louis, Prada. Well, that's how I think. But anyway.
Yeah. I
No,
mean,
seriously,
I
though.
get where you're coming
Yeah.
from.
I don't
with
know.
that.
I think
Because
as
you're
long
already
as,
bad. Like, get out of that Walmart, shorty.
I think as long as somebody's treating you good, that should all that's all that matters.
No, but seriously, it's just like if you wear
Because-
Walmart and you bad, it's just like, well, now you got Louis. Like, that's how I think, though.
Like
It might
I'm
be a great way of
gonna
thinking about it.
I'm gonna hook you up with the Louis.
Yeah, seriously,
Yeah.
like,
There you go.
please
That's
get
how
out of that Walmart, shorty. Like, are those K-Swiss?
Bro, you so superficial.
I know.
Yeah, Justin ain't, but that's okay. We still love you, Justin.
All right, so my personal growth thing for this week is stop failing at trying to be someone else. Yo,
I know. I didn't.
Exeter
I
for
just-
me with the cup.
I was like, I know, like, at least if I want to spill it on myself, like, ooh, spilled this grapevine juice on me,
Yeah.
shorty.
yeah, I was about to be serious. This is my
Shoot,
man. Juice all down his face.
This is Ciroc Watermelon Limited Edition.
That's summer
But
edition.
it's funny how I spilled it and I turned the cup. He's like, this is what I spilled on me. Hey, $2
We are
a
not-
cup.
we
You're
are-
Yo,
the Libera's about to be crazy.
We are not in a music video. He got us up. Summer edition.
oh man. All right, so
I was hoping y'all didn't see it, but Reese was talking about some.
I couldn't help but to
What do
see.
you want?
I didn't know what you was doing, and I looked at you. Then I just see stuff dripping all down your neck.
That's limited edition Ciroc to be exact.
That watermelon.
All right. Back to my personal growth thing. All right. So this week is I say stop failing at trying to be someone else and succeed at being yourself. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what I mean, like we live in I always say this word, a microwave world where everybody wants something really quick, really fast, right? So what that does is that creates a copycat Me Too type syndrome for some people, and they try to repeat something that someone else did to get on. Right. So they're like, oh, such and such did this, so I'm gonna try to do the same thing, and then they fail, and they're like, well, it worked for him, why it didn't work for me? So you're more prone, or you would succeed at being yourself before you succeed at being someone else.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like your chances of being successful, being you, is higher than you trying to be somebody else, because you can only fake it for so long.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I think there's a second side to that though, because like, especially on the music side, like, wow, I really like that sound. I'll replicate it. But the thing is, even if I don't make it big off of that, like, I do it because I like your sound. That's what I'm saying. Like, not everybody's gonna be like the originator. Like, not everyone can be the originator. I'm like, well, that sound is really cool, or that designer is really cool. Like, I would rock that too. But it's not like just because I'm trying to be a copycat, because I really like that.
Okay. When you put it that way,
everyone's biting me.
Yeah. When you put it that way, I could see that to a
compliment.
To a certain extent, I can see that when it comes to music. So like, if you aren't the originator of a sound, because we see that a lot today, everybody sounds alike, right?
Yeah.
But if you're trying to sound like Kendrick Lamar, right?
Right.
Why do we need to listen to you? Because we already have Kendrick Lamar. So
but replication is like
a form of flattery.
Yeah, exactly.
But even if that's the case, though, what chances do you have of being the next Kendrick Lamar?
None.
Trying to sound like Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah,
that's not it. Like your breakthrough, it's slim to none, because we already have a Kendrick Lamar, we already have a Drake, we already have a J. Cole. So when you have that sound, regardless of if that's your favorite rapper or not, it kind of like you weed yourself out automatically, almost, because people tune you out. Like,
we already
why
heard
listen
that.
to you?
We already know that. Yeah,
I need to listen to you. I already got Kendrick, already got Drake, already got J. Cole. So I mean,
those are the tier 1 of the industry. But you go down to tier 2, and it's like, okay, like, for example, he's not even tier 2. Fabio Foreign. It's like, oh, that's the king of drill. I do drill too. I'm K Flock. He's still making money off that. He's still getting his piece. Yeah,
there is still ability to make money, and I didn't mean it in the sense of music, because music is a little different.
Yeah.
But just, I'm glad you brought that subject up. But in general, it's hard to replicate someone else of what they're doing, and you do it and be successful.
Right, because you are not them.
Especially
you are you.
Yeah, especially in a different market. Because like Atlanta does it all the time as far as the money games. A lot of those YouTube pages are based in Atlanta. It's like, oh, I made this much money doing Toro, Airbnb Breezy. What's another one? What's so funny?
Airbnb Breezy.
That's my term for it. I'm sorry. Airbnb Breezy.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to trademark that term in the future. But yeah, Toro, Airbnb Breezy, credit plays. And it's like, everybody can. The thing is, like, that's not something where it's like, I'm the only one that's doing Airbnb. And like, well, that's a database for everyone. Like, you just try to get your little piece of that. I feel like in the financial world, that's what I'm thinking. Like, everyone can get their piece of real estate, phone flipping, vending machines. I feel like the thing is, especially with the different markets, there's so many markets out there. I feel like anybody can get their little bit of their piece. So I would apply that rule to that, because everyone can get their piece.
You can definitely get your piece. I'm not saying that you can't. But what I'm saying is, like,
you're not gonna be the guy.
You can find yourself in the same arena of something,
right?
But still be yourself in that arena.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Right. And be successful. I'm not saying like, oh, everything is so saturated where I can't go do this. No, that's not what I'm saying. But if you see me and I got a t-shirt design company, and I marketed my t-shirt design company a certain way, being me, and you follow behind me trying to market it the same way and do the exact same things that I did, that doesn't mean it's going to work for you.
No, it's not authentic.
So you can have a t-shirt design company, but be you, market it to how you want to market it,
right? And
pop your way by being yourself,
right?
So we don't live in a world like that, because we live in a copycat world. I mean, you can just look on Instagram. Everybody's doing exactly the same thing.
Furious 10 in this John.
Yeah, everybody's doing the same thing. So like, you're seeing the same things over and over and over and over, and it's like, yo, why does it not work for me? It worked for this person.
Because everybody's trying to be a sequel instead of an original. That's why.
That's my point. So you will be more successful being yourself, opposed to trying to be somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Agree?
Yeah,
that's a very good point.
I agree. I definitely think that you should be yourself in anything that you do. And I just feel like it would just be more original. And people will, I feel like,
Appreciate it a lot
lean,
more.
Yeah, lean towards you more too, you know? That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
But then again, when you talk about like the Instagram world though, like the reels and stuff like that, like if you talk to anybody that's like big, like in the TikTok world, they started off by doing what everybody else was doing, following that trend or using that soundbite. And then eventually when they got to where they wanted to be, then they go off and they do their own thing. But you gotta, I feel like in a way, like sometimes depending what you do, you kind of do have to like
No, you can use
lean in that.
So I do this myself. You can use a sound. Like if all three of us use the sound right now, and you use the sound one way, and you use the sound one way,
right?
I'm gonna use it my way,
right?
Even though it's all three the same sound, I'm gonna make it original to me.
Yeah,
like I do that all the time.
Example, like with the new with Instagram, the Instagram sound, Will Smith talking about keep my wife's name out your effing mouth, and it's just like. I've seen car like reels about that. I've seen music reels about it. I've seen like skateboarding reels about it. It's just like you took that originality, but you the sound, the person who create that sound is up there, but everyone is still getting their piece right below them.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, I get it.
So, what you watching this week?
Not much. I'm trying to think. What I watched last night, I was watching Boruto.
Who?
Boruto. It's an anime. It's like pretty much. It's called Boruto Naruto.
I actually do that. I was gonna say it's an anime, right?
Yeah, that's extremely main. I only watch mainstream anime. Like I only watch Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. Like as far as anime, and that's the most mainstream anime there is. So Boruto is pretty much Naruto, but it's literally called Naruto Next Generation. So. Naruto is the Hokage and his son Boruto, and then his.
Do you watch anime, Reese?
Nah.
I knew it. I don't
know. I feel like in the last like couple years, like the whole COVID, like anime like came back like crazy.
Anime is very popular.
It's very popular,
but it's very popular for a certain generation. That's what I noticed.
That's true.
It's a certain like I don't knock anybody that watch anime, but. Nobody that I know in my age bracket, in my generation,
your age that put me onto anime. But it was the mainstream. The thing is, like, it was like the new thing at the time, but now it's mainstream. So, like, my cousins that are 35 plus, they watched Dragon Ball Z and Naruto, but that's when it was still like not as much of a thing as it is now. Now it's mainstream.
What you watching?
Okay. Honestly, I'm still finishing my Nashville. And then, I watched Stay Here, and that kind of goes with the Airbnb. So Stay Here is like, it's this girl and this guy. I cannot think of their names right now, but whatever. Anyway, so one's an interior designer, and then one is like a marketing expert. And so these people that have their homes for Airbnb, those two people go into their homes, and then there's the interior designer. So she helps like fix them up, make them more appealing, so that that way they can list their property for a higher value. And then the marketing dude.
Was it Airbnb?
Yeah, this is all about Airbnbs. And then the marketing dude just shows them like how to market their property so that people will want to come and stay here, and will all like to put in the Airbnb for your customers. So it's pretty cool. It's cool.
That sounds really cool. I'm gonna have to watch that because I'm really big into Airbnb.
Yeah,
and as far as like, like there's some cities that do have like stricter laws about it, but Nashville might be one of those cities where they don't have. Like Atlanta is like locked down. Like if you don't live in Atlanta, you're not getting Airbnb in Atlanta. Like seriously,
that's crazy.
There's some cities like the city we live in. I mean, I wouldn't get an Airbnb in Lawton. Maybe this might be Airbnb in Lawton, but OKC like. If it's not your primary residence, you probably have to pay like $300 like fee, like a one-time fee.
I wouldn't sleep on a smaller.
I was just gonna say
this is
about
a mid-market. It's not a small market.
I was gonna say though, like, why wouldn't you want to put an Airbnb though in Lawton? You have to think we have Fort Sill.
This might be an Airbnb. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though. I think having an Airbnb in Lawton might actually be a good idea. Just because I
know a girl that actually does Airbnb in Lawton. It might be a thing, but OKC is like. Guaranteed because I stayed in like 30. I've stayed in 30 Airbnbs in Oklahoma City.
You probably will have more traction in your Airbnb in OKC than here in Lawton, but people are looking, So
all right, going back to what we were watching.
Yeah, sorry.
No, we good.
Business. It's all business on this side.
No, we good. Just bringing it back.
Yeah,
I'm watching Our Father. Well, actually, I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, what is that?
So Our Father is about this guy, right? His name is Dr. Donald Klein. I can't remember what state he was in, but pretty much he was a fertility doctor,
Okay.
right? So he would, fertility
It's
doctors
gonna go
is
crazy.
when like women can't have babies, they go see
Right.
the fertility doctor. They may take it might be a sperm donor,
Yes.
or it might be your significant other goes with you, and they
I think it's
actually
like IVF.
Yeah,
IVF.
Yeah, they
I think.
actually inseminate your sperm
Don't
into
quote
your
me.
girl, whatever,
Yeah.
or your wife, whatever the case may be, right?
Mhm.
So he was a popular
Mhm.
fertility doctor in this area, pretty much the prominent fertility doctor.
Okay.
But what he was doing was inseminating all the women with his own sperm,
What?
He's a big fiver.
bro. So like,
What? I
So
think
listen.
I've heard about this before.
So the lady-
This is coming back.
not only that was like he was the what do you call it, OBGYN for his daughter.
Wait, is it legal?
What do you mean? No, that's not legal. Well, it's not illegal.
No, not
either.
the daughter, but I'm talking about like pretty much putting your sperm in every goddamn body.
No, it's not. It's
wasn't
not
legal?
It's not illegal.
Oh,
So they can
No,
be-
it's just like a sperm donor.
it's-
They
it's
can
more-
go
it's
and give
more
as
of
much
a-
sperm as they want to.
It's more of a moral thing. So if you watch it, you'll see how they get him, how they pretty much like legally how they get him. But as far as actually doing that, they didn't get him for.
Wow.
But he was actually the OBGYN for like one of his daughters. So
Wait, he was looking at his own daughter down there?
yes, and he knew it.
That's-
And he knew
Wait,
it.
what? How?
And he
It's
knows-
like, I'm
weird.
gonna know
Wait,
what's going on.
Because
with
listen,
you.
because they didn't know that he was the father of the kids.
Oh, he
None-
didn't. Oh, okay.
none of
he
the
didn't.
none of the
Got
mothers
you.
knew.
Why would he disclose that though?
Oh,
He didn't
yeah.
disclose it. So what happened was a lady ended up doing a what's it, one of them DNA
Ancestry.com.
tests? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
one of them DNA tests. Not DNA tests. One of those family tree things, whatever. And then
Yeah.
like she started getting a lot of hits.
Mm-hmm.
And then come to find out, this dude got like 94 kids and counting.
Wow. Wait, is this a show or a movie? It's a show?
It's a documentary
Bro's Abraham.
on Netflix, huh?
Right. That's
Okay.
cool. I'm watching it. Bro's Abraham.
That sounds
Abraham in the Bible.
Yeah.
So it's funny you say that. I looked it up. Abraham wasn't in the Bible. Wasn't the person with the most kids.
Really?
Nah, it was one of Solomon's sons, King Solomon's
I can
sons.
see that too.
He had 88.
Wow.
I knew it was somebody in the Bible has some.
Yeah, but he had more kids than that though. So he has
Yeah.
90. He
That's
has 94
crazy.
and counting. So
There's
there's
a privilege and honor.
but there's 94, but they're all in the same area. So they could have been
Yeah.
dating their brother or sister. They didn't even realize it.
Yeah, that's
so
weird.
they were.
So that's incest then.
Yeah, and that really will mess up your gene
And
pool.
now there's abortion's not allowed, so they can't even
So it's like force mess up your gene pool.
Yeah, these-
so they're all coming out like
like crazy.
They're grown and
to
they all
say the least.
they all have like similar medical conditions that's wrong with them and stuff. Right? But the crazy part about it is he wasn't the only doctor. Like in the documentary, they said it was like there's 44 other doctors
Yeah.
that were found doing the same thing.
Come on, in the
Wow.
cup. And
But why?
Yeah.
Like
Damn.
why?
I don't know why they were doing it. He didn't. Really,
That's weird.
he felt like he was helping people. So earlier in his life, the doctor hit a kid and ran over the kid and killed the kid. So I don't know if that's part of his mind
Like
state.
his trauma
It's,
type.
it's
Yeah.
like, you know what, I need to make this right. But he was pretty much inseminating his own sperm and all these women, and they had no idea that he was doing it. So
Wow.
so even like
he was a doctor. Those kids didn't come out that bad.
yeah, so one case, the lady's husband went with her to the clinic. He gave a sample, and their whole life they had no idea that wasn't their child.
Wow.
And that happened to be the case with most of them. They were all grown when they figured out.
Could they get
they
you with a
can
moral
sue.
issue?
They can sue him.
They can sue him, but can he go to jail for that?
No, you got to watch it. But he
So they
didn't.
can't even take
Long
away
story
his
short,
medical
he's
license.
goaded. That's what you were saying.
They can take away his medical license. He didn't lose his medical license or anything.
So
What he
I
believed
don't
he was
know.
doing was good. Like I feel like his lawyer could push that.
But he didn't even give the chance though to the guy or to the real father. He don't know if his sperm was going to work or not.
That's not his problem. He got hella kids.
He felt like he was helping people because most of these women couldn't have kids on their own. So in his mind, he thought he was helping people.
I'm glad he felt like he was helping people because on my side, I would have went in jail. I'm like, yeah,
Mm.
them kids.
I don't know.
What? You said you would have did what?
Oh, I feel like I would have went to jail just because on my side, I feel like he was like, I feel like I'm helping people. I'm like, I feel like I got hella kids.
Oh, yeah, he does have
royalty,
bro. He has 94 and counting.
Exactly,
Yeah,
a royal
that's crazy.
bloodline.
That's a lot
That's
of
how
child
I
support.
feel. But the thing is, I would have got up on the stand talking about, yeah, I got a royal bloodline. It's like, yeah, and you got a royal jail sentence. Like,
But they couldn't get him. They didn't get him
For
off
every
of that.
for every kid is how many years you gonna do?
yeah, but that's the thing. They have to, for the court to get him, they have to prove malcontent. So it's like, okay, his intent was malicious. So that's the thing. For his case, I was trying to help people. My intent was like, I'm trying to get everybody pregnant and have more kids than Abraham. Because I have a royal bloodline. It's like, we're going to throw this black in jail.
Yeah. It's a crazy. Yo, you gotta watch the documentary. It's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's a crazy documentary, and I'm sitting here watching it like, wow. Like he would like have the lady up in like what do you call it when your legs get missionary?
Yeah. No, I forgot what they're called. I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Pap smear?
Yeah, when you get a pap smear, they put your legs up.
so-
it's like giving birth almost. What is that
so-
called though? What are they called?
I don't know. I was asking you. I thought you would know.
That was missionary.
Missionary.
No, it's not
Is that
missionary.
No, bro,
I don't know what the fuck
that's a
it's
sex
called.
position. Nigga said missionary.
Is it the same? I don't know.
What are they called?
Like I don't know, like stirrups or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I don't know if the.
Yeah. Anyway, so the lady
yeah.
would be up in there, right? He would go in the next room, masturbate, put his sample in a syringe, and then go inject it in the women.
That's so weird.
My man's is wild.
Yeah, he's a freak bull.
No, for real.
Because he would have seen that. He'd be
different.
like, okay, I'm about to go to the next one. Freak
That's
bull
a-
status.
that's a lot of
Bozo
work.
of the week.
Yeah. Speaking of Bozo of the Week, the Bozo of the Week this week is Pete Davidson. Y'all know who Pete Davidson is, right?
Weird
Yes,
boy.
he dates Kim K.
You know, I'm a huge Kanye fan, so whatever.
She's a huge Kim K fan. She's a stan.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I am. I'm a fangirl to Kim K.
You know Pete Davidson.
You black, you can't be.
Why?
She's not black.
Here we go
Okay.
again.
But anyway,
Hey,
so
why am I protecting her melanin and you not?
because she's not black.
I seen her dad. Her dad followed me on my page.
Her dad is
black.
Panamanian.
Black.
He's black.
He's darker than you.
He's black
That's what I'm
Panamanian,
saying.
But he's Panamanian.
Afro
Panamanian.
Latina.
Yes,
There's a
Afro
thing. Come on, now I'm protecting
Yeah.
people's melanin out here.
Okay,
melanin,
yes.
please.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson, right?
Yeah, what about him?
Yeah.
He, like she said, dates Kim K. Kanye's nemesis right now.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson tattooed Kanye's kids' initials on him.
That's
Wait.
one of the richest black men on the planet. You shouldn't do that.
Okay,
Bro,
wait, hold on. What?
He's a bozo.
What?
He tattooed Kanye's kids, Kim and K.
Yeah.
Kim and Kanye's kids, right?
Yeah.
He tattooed their kids' initials on him.
Why?
Because he's a bozo. Like, who does that?
I could understand like if they've been together for like years and
Nah,
years
bro.
and years and years and years,
Listen.
and like he helped raise these kids. Whatever, I could see that because they probably will look at him as a dad figure. But if y'all are just dating, it hasn't even been a year yet. I don't think.
And that's the thing, is endangering his life. Why would he even do that? Because the thing is, like, Kanye don't have to say kill him. Kanye say he's a bozo, and he might get killed because he's one of the richest black men on the planet. Seriously.
You always go to the extremes.
No,
think-
but
I
the
think
thing is, there's a
Kanye
reason
is
why Kim had reached out to him, like, stop, like, slandering
Yeah,
Pete
yeah,
because
because-
he's be in danger, will be in danger. But
Yeah.
the thing is, like, Kanye's not going to say he's too smart for that.
But
Kill Pete
she
Davidson.
wasn't- I
He's
don't think she was-
He's a bozo.
I don't think she was saying it because Kanye would do something or say to do something. People in general are crazy. So one of his fans might catch Pete in the street and, you know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
But I think bro, that's a bozo move. You tattoo somebody else's kids on your neck because you dating their mom.
If you did anybody, you tattooed them,
That's-
their parents, their
Listen,
kids.
he's
you're
not-
a bozo.
He's not their stepdad.
right.
Even then, you're still a bozo. I wouldn't do that.
Him and Kim K aren't married.
No.
Like, bro, what's the reason for that?
Yeah, I don't understand
He's
that.
a bozo.
Yeah,
I
He
don't
did the same thing with
understand
Ariana Grande, apparently too.
that's
He's a
so.
bozo.
Pete Davidson, I know they say he gets a lot of things that happens in his life tattooed on him,
Right.
but that's going too far,
That's just advertising his soul ties. That's really what it is. That's his soul ties, and he
bro. That's going
he
too
tattoos
far.
on himself.
Yeah. I mean, that is some way of people to show like their
Expression.
their expression is get that tattooed. I don't know. I don't think he did it in any weird way, but that is
Yeah,
that's doing too
weird.
much.
Plus,
That's
everything
weird,
that I
period.
tat on my body will have meaning to me and me expressing myself overtly. It's not gonna have anything to do with anyone else.
That's weird.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's kind of crazy.
He's a bozo.
Yeah.
I don't care if he is smashing
No,
Kim.
he
I
kind
know
of went
his security
far
top
with that.
flight nowadays.
Like I said, I could see maybe like they've known each other for years and years. They've been together for years. They're married. Whatever. This is a different situation. But you haven't even been with old girl for like a year yet, and you riding
Not
their
only
initials.
that,
This
like
is too much.
I don't know.
He
the
on
re-
his army ish like this moving extra fast.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And I don't understand why Kim isn't.
I would be surprised
know.
if next week Kim has
It's
a
too
promise
soon.
ring.
It's
Wouldn't be
too
surprised.
soon.
There's some soldier ish.
But yeah, but the kids are something totally different. You know what I mean? I know they come along with the relationship, but that's something totally different. Like, how much? I don't know, man. I disagree with that. Period.
What?
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if he's in their life, like you said, somewhere down the line where he's raising them and he's actually a
And
part
he's
of their
living
life,
in-
and
yeah.
he's something that they look at
It's been
as a
6
father
months.
figure. That's one thing. But just to do it out the blue, like, well, I ain't gonna say it's out the blue because I don't know him personally, but just to do it and on the outside looking in, it's like, oh, you just did it because, like,
But the thing is, people have been slandering Russell Wilson in the social media spectrum like now, but he's also been, Future's kid's life for years now. Like he's married to their mother.
almost from the jump.
That's more understanding.
That's something
than
totally different, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
totally
Like,
different.
no one, if that's what I'm saying. Like obviously Russell's not going to do that.
Not only that, Sierra is his wife. It ain't his
Right.
girlfriend. Ain't no
Yeah,
chick
that's
he
why I
just
said
smashing.
it's
Like,
different.
yeah, that's different.
They didn't even have sex until they were married. So that's what I'm saying. Like that. Yeah, the sanctity of that.
Yeah, bozo of the week.
Yeah,
Pete Davidson.
he did a little too much there.
I don't care if you do like Kim K. If she let him do that or was there, she's a bozo
The
too.
thing is, he acting like he's an E4 in the damn army. That's really what he acting
Oh
like.
my goodness, that's too much.
All right, so this was this week's episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm the boy Reese with a $. On my left, I got
J Hart, hey, buy these cups, $2 per cup at Tha Grapevyne or Reese's page, my page, Alina's page. Like these are going for $2 a pop.
yeah.
Hit us up.
Go cop that. On
Yeah.
my right, I got,
Alina, peace.
and we out.
I'm a real hustler, name me a hustler harder than me. I'm a real hustler, name me a hustler harder than me. I'm a real hustler, name me a hustler harder than me. I'm a real hustler, name me a hustler harder than me. I get the money, I get the cash, I get the dough, level it up. I get the money, I get the cash, I get the dough, level it up. I get the money, I get the cash, I get the dough, level it up. I get the money, I get the cash, I get the dough, level it up.